Hi, I'm Jessica Matthews. I'm 38 years old and I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. My journey started 3.5 years ago. I found out I was pregnant with my third child, and a week later was diagnosed with breast cancer from a lump that I had discovered on my own. I initially was going to proceed and go through conventional treatment during the pregnancy, as the oncologist advised me to do, but after a couple weeks of soul searching, I decided that I could not put myself through conventional treatment while being pregnant, and decided to seek out alternative treatments to get me through the pregnancy. I did very well. I got through the pregnancy. I initially started with a rapidly growing tumor, and by adopting a raw food diet and other alternative treatments that were safe during pregnancy, I was able to halt the growth of the tumor. And I had a healthy baby girl, and since I was doing well, I did proceed and breastfeed for 9 months and did really well. And after I stopped breastfeeding, that is when the tumor started growing again. I did try other alternative treatments, trying to avoid conventional treatment, and they did not work. And I eventually had to surrender and accept that I would have to go through chemotherapy. So about 1.5 years ago, January of 2014, I did begin chemotherapy at just a local hospital that I selected, their breast cancer center, and initially had very good results. That lasted about 1.5 months, and then I started developing resistance to the chemotherapy drugs. And after trying other new drugs and still having issues with resistance and not responding, one day I ran into a doctor who is Dr. Mark, a doctor who knew Dr. Mark Rosenberg at Advanced Medical Therapeutics, and he told me that Dr. Rosenberg had an approach that helped prevent drug resistance. And everything he explained to me of what Dr. Rosenberg was doing just matched exactly of what I was going through and what I needed. So I immediately called the office that day and sent my paperwork to them, and the rest is history. I've been working with them for the past 6 months, and I came in, we developed a treatment plan that was individualized specifically to me and my cancer type, and also used integrative treatments including hyperbaric oxygen, immune therapies, vitamin C IV, everything to boost my immune system, and at the same time low-dose chemotherapy that was very gentle on my body. And at the same time, I continued doing all of the things that all of the lifestyle changes that I made while I was pregnant, which included juicing and very healthy diet. And I think all of those things have definitely helped. I'm lost in my story now.
That's okay.
While I was doing things with alternative treatments, the entire time I had been seeing an acupuncturist, and she had monitored me through my initial conventional chemotherapy treatments and saw the effect that it had on my body. And once I started working with Dr. Mark Rosenberg and started the low-dose chemotherapy, she could not believe the difference it made on my body and how gentle it was and how my organs were not affected as much and not as much inflammation. And I was not affected at all. I could completely have a normal quality of life while going through chemotherapy, and being a single mom of 3 active children.
Wow.
I definitely needed that. So the entire process has been positive, and after just 6 months, we just received test results that I'm doing amazing. My cancer markers have substantially gone down, and right now I'm on a maintenance plan with no chemotherapy or any active treatment, and I'm doing very well.
Okay. Congratulations.
One of the test results we recently received results from is a test where we monitor my circulating tumor cells, and initially before I started treatment, my number was at 5, and we recently received results that they're now at 0, which is very exciting.
So what would be like the highest? Just for myself, just so I know, what's the highest like?
Anything 3 to 5 is obviously concerning because it shows the rapid divided growth.
At a scale of 1 through 7, or? Like
I
5 the
just
highest?
got a result the other day that was in the 20s.
Really?
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was really, it was like almost 30. I'd never seen that.
And
The
it's-
higher the number, the faster it's dividing and
Okay.
spreading within, it's in your bloodstream at that point, so it's not a good sign.
Wow.
I mean, when you have 0, that's great. When it's in your bloodstream and it's showing activity, then you have to get on the box. It's going to be spreading and traveling pretty fast.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
What else?
We can have him actually put some information at the bottom about circulating tumors if you
Yeah.
wanted.
Oh, definitely.
I just kind of wanted her to say her journey, her life story. I'm glad that you talked about the children, because that, I mean, it's important for people, especially